Robert M. Graham had to grow up fast in the small rural community of Fairview, Utah. His father passed away when he was just 5 years old. His dear mother was a guiding light and inspiration to him. She was also a beloved first-grade school teacher.
I have nothing but admiration and love for my mother. She became almost an icon in Fairview. She taught so many kids. My mother was 96 almost when she passed away. And we won the funeral in Fairview where she had taught for so long. I was amazed the chapel was filled. Kids that she had taught came back to honor her.
Bob began his higher education at Snow College, where he said his greatest success was meeting his future wife, Joyce Sorensen. He served a mission for his church and enlisted in the military. Following his service, he returned to Utah and, inspired by his mother, studied education at BYU and then made a turn.
Then my permanent assignment was up in Fort Lewis, Washington. I was up there by myself for 6 months. My wife was in Provo teaching. After the 6 months, she joined me up at Fort Lewis. And I got thinking, golly, I think I'd like to make a little more money than teachers make. And so I decided to go back to BYU and do all of my accounting in 1 year. And I was able to do that. And then when I graduated from BYU, I got an offer from the steel plant down in Orem. And I worked out there for about 6 months, and I was bored. It was the very same thing, day after day, the same report. I thought, I don't want to do this the rest of my life. I want more variety. I'm going to leave and go to law school at Utah.
Bob graduated from the University of Utah Law School in 1960. In San Francisco and Salt Lake City, Bob spent 28 years as a CPA, including 16 as a partner with the accounting firm Haskins Sells, now Deloitte. He was a trusted tax advisor to civic and business leaders alike, including First Security Bank CEO George S. Eccles.
Bob stood out to Uncle George, and he selected him specifically to help him with some legal issues and different business projects and programs.
In the late 1980s, Bob joined the law firm of Ray, Quinney, and Nebeker, as well as the George S. and Dolores Doré Eccles Foundation. He was named to the foundation's board of directors in 1998, and he continues to play a key role in its financial management and grant-making programs in his position as secretary, treasurer, and general counsel.
We depend on him so heavily for the foundation from the point of the regulations and the giving, and then reviewing all of the proposals coming in. He reads all those very, very carefully and takes great notes, and then he presents them at the board meeting. His commitment, and I don't think he's ever missed a day of work. Bob is an example.
I just feel so good about what the foundation has done. Basically, done what George Eccles wanted. I remember him telling me, I made my money in Utah, that's where I want the money to be given.
So he has been so critical in our work here at the university. Bob's impact on this university and this state cannot be overstated.
From his small-town values rooted in Fairview, Utah, Bob's ideals of hard work, attention to detail, kindness, and serving others have never wavered. It is who he is, and people across this great state and the University of Utah have been blessed by this good man.
My wife passed away 8.5 years ago. What I want to do is continue doing what I'm doing. The alternative would be to sit home all by myself. I want to stay busy. I want to be with people. I can do that by continuing what I'm now doing.